All right, if you need help learning how to use the circuit gizmo or learning how to use the Google Doc that goes with the assignment, go back to video 1 and 2 on Google Classroom so that you can get to that part. But this video is to go over the gizmo warm-up. The circuits gizmo shows a circuit board and a variety of components. Here's a picture over here to help you. This is just a picture to give you an idea of what the circuit board will look like in the gizmo. You need to open up the gizmo in another tab and pull up the gizmo each time you need it while you're working through the Google Doc. So back to our Google Doc. It tells you that there's a circuit board. It's going to have a variety of components, and it wants you to create a circuit with a battery, a light switch, and a wire, and a light bulb. And it wants you to click the light switch to off. It tells you these exact directions. So you're going to go make this circuit on your gizmo. You will simply pull over the pieces you need until you have exactly what they have pictured here on the Google Doc. It says click the light switch to turn it on, and it asks you what happens once you do that. That's all you're going to do. Make the gizmo, so create the simulation by adding these pieces right into the gizmo. You can pull over any of these just by simply pulling them over just like this. All these parts do these different things. All right, you can clear it if you need to start all over. You can screenshot it if you want to take a picture of it so that you can show something to me. Remember, you can show the current and you can show it conventionally or electron flow. Also remember, if you have a battery here, you can click on the battery and change the voltage. All right, I'm going to clear that. We're going to go back to the Google Doc. Now it says turn on show current and select electron flow. Again, that's right down here, show current. You've got conventional and you've got electron flow, and it's asking you to select electron flow. All right, the moving dots represent a current of electrons. So once you get all this set up, when you have it clicked on and you have it showing current and electron flow, you'll see tiny negatively charged particles moving through the wire, and they do this through little blue circles. Voltage is a measure of how much more potential energy an electron at one end of the battery has than an electron at the other end of the battery. So you'll see how this current works, and you'll actually see it moving along the wires. So once you do exactly what it says here, you'll see little blue dots going along this wire. It says, how does changing the battery's voltage affect the current? So on your gizmo, you'll be able to select the battery when you have your entire circuit here. I'm not going to draw it out for you because that's part of what you need to be doing. You're going to click on the battery and simply change the voltage of the battery so that you can see what happens. Then you just simply answer your question, how does changing the battery's voltage affect the current? Then it says, how does changing the battery's voltage affect the brightness of the light? You're simply going to change the voltage and watch the light in the gizmo. Once you have a light bulb over here and everything attached to it like it showed you to do, you change the voltage and see what happens to that light. Okay? All right, then it says remove one wire. And what happens? So you'll take one of these wires out and you'll look and see what happens to your circuit. Okay? And that's all there is to the warm-up. It's just teaching you how to use the circuit board and how to pull different pieces over into the circuit. Okay? That's all it's doing. There's those electrons that we talked about. All right? But I need you to build this yourself. Okay. So if you need help with the next portion, go to my next video that talks about activity A.